And now in other news, the connection between American Jewish youth and Israel is diminishing. But there are still many Jewish youth interested in keeping this special relationship alive. And so JNF-USA has launched a special program, JNF-Future, which brings together young adults, future leaders of the Jewish community, who share a commitment and passion for Israel. And they are now on a leadership mission here in Israel. And so joining us now are two of JNF-Future's participants, Trey Meehan and Ali Robinson. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Good to be here.
So, you know, we often hear about apathy and disaffiliation from a lot of young Gen Y and Gen Z. Why did you both decide to step out from the sidelines and get involved sort of as future leaders for your Jewish communities?
I mean, for me, that motivates me. That's showing that I need to step up. I need to represent my generation, and I need to be an advocate for Israel. And JNF really gives us that platform to do so. So for me, I just feel like it's so vital, and it's such an important thing for everyone to know that we need to stand up and we need to be positively Israel, and we need to spread that to our communities.
Likewise, representation is really important, and I feel a really strong sense of responsibility to represent our generation and make sure that our voices are heard and that our perspectives and concerns are addressed and heard.
Now you're on a one-week leadership mission to Israel, and so during your trip, you know, what have you seen? What's inspired you?
I know I've been really inspired by just meeting so many different Israelis and hearing their kind of visions for their communities and for Israel, and the role that JNF plays in those visions.
Yeah, and we just came back from the north, so we really got to see all the developments that are happening up there. We saw the Food Technology Center in Kiryat Shmona, we saw the housing projects. So just to see really the impact that the Jewish National Fund is having in Israel is very incredible. And then, as Trey said, to really meet the people who are the pioneers who are moving up there to just really develop the land.
And so we spoke about apathy and sort of disaffiliation. Do you feel like your generation, you know, is adequately represented then on the boards and committees of sort of the more established Jewish organizations?
I mean, I think there's definitely always work to be done, of course. I do find that a lot of organizations do have young professional divisions, but I do have to say that as a JNF-Future, we not only have a division, but we have a seat at the table, and our voice is heard, and we are able to really contribute. And like we said before, it's not just important to have that seat, but you need to take that seat. So I think it's up to us to really want to be involved and want to make changes and want to kind of go with JNF's vision for the future of Israel and make our mark.
So having a seat at the table, absolutely. And Trey, what about you?
I feel the exact same way. I think what Ali was saying, that the seat at the table is important. It's a two-way street, but also that, like we were talking about with the representation, we have to make sure that we have to take the seat and speak up and share our perspectives, because if we don't do that, then those concerns and our feelings and things like that are not going to be heard.
And so, you know, I want to ask, what's your message? Let's say if you had a message to other potential young Jewish leaders who are considering maybe applying for JNF future leadership mission in Israel, or just, you know, want to be more involved in sort of their communities with regards to Israel?
I think, coming on JLM is a wonderful opportunity to build community, to be around other young professionals, but also to be here in Israel and see the work that's, that JNF is involved in, and actually being, impacted, how the work that JNF is doing impacts the land and people of Israel.
And Ali?
Yes, Sam, and also just the opportunity to travel around Israel with like-minded peers from around the country is so impactful and so incredible. And just to see the work, like Trey said, to really see firsthand the work and where your money is going and the impact you're having, it's really incredible. And Trey and I are from different places. We just met this week, so it's just, you really have a community then around the U.S. to really promote this message.
Well, Trey and Ali, I mean, thank you so much for joining us today in the studio and for sort of the inspiring work that you're doing in your communities and also here in Israel. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.